Hello and welcome to my webinar, 5 Steps to Creating an Effective Social Media Plan. It's a beautiful Sunday out here in Denver, Colorado. I hope you guys are having just as nice of a Sunday morning as I am. Why we're here today is we all know that we need social media. Forbes recently said that 78% of consumers are going to be influenced by the posts that companies make on their social media in their purchases. So their purchasing habits then are going to be very much influenced by a great and effective plan. So who am I and why am I able to talk about this? Currently I'm a marketing director for the Vegas Hookup. It is a startup in Las Vegas, and we attract users that are visiting Vegas and trying to help them find friends and make friends. So social media is a very big part of our business. We have to constantly monitor feeds. We use Hootsuite, really helps us out, but monitor who's going to Vegas, and we're really able to use a strict and effective plan to be able to, generate new users to the site. I also am a Hootsuite ambassador and a Hootsuite certified professional, which Hootsuite is a great tool for social media. And once implementing this plan, you definitely should check out Hootsuite and the awesome tools that they offer. So I started out in politics and really saw the need for social media. In my first campaign, we actually lost within the margin of error, and I had presented a social media plan to the candidate. And, being very conservative, he was a little nervous at the time. This was 2009. So he was a little nervous about instituting a plan. And we did end up losing. Our opponent had a very strong plan. So then I dedicated the rest of my college career to, that was my thesis statement then, was how social media could have changed the outcome of that election. So that's really where my love for social media came, and I just started studying it. And once I start studying, I just can't stop. Learning is definitely a lifetime process. So Full Sail was a great chance for me to be able to learn more about social media and public relations, and the importance of conversation amongst people. That this right here, this webinar is awesome. It's great that I'm able to be broadcasting live to you guys here and really be able to help share this knowledge. And even if you're not watching live, you're going to be able to get some great knowledge on how to improve your business. So really the first step to any social media plan is you have to have objectives and goals. And these objectives and goals, you want them to really, they have to be attainable for your business. So what we like to go by in marketing is SMART goals. So you want your goals to be specific. A distinct goal defines as much as possible and is not ambiguous. This is going to really create a greater chance of you accomplishing the general goal, which is to grow your business, which is to increase revenue. So these specific goals are going to lead you to achieving the general goals. And in the goals, in this very specific goal, you want to really ask yourself 6 questions: the who, what, when, where, which, and why. By making sure that you could answer those 6 W's in this part of goal making, you're really going to set yourself up for success. Now, beyond the goal being specific, you also want it to be measurable. A measurement is going to allow you to give feedback and let you know when the goal is complete and if you're going to need to alter that goal. If you're not on projection to meet that 3-month social media goal, something is not working, and you're going to have to go back and alter that goal to make it more attainable. So you also want your goals to be assignable. You in a social media plan, you don't want anything to be left unturned, any stone to be left unturned. So by assigning projects and content projects to specific individuals, they're going to know what they have to do to really help the business grow. You really want to be organized with that and assign them to individuals or groups. You also want to have realistic goals. And sometimes with startups, this is very challenging because you're always looking to build the next empire. So you want to really challenge yourself, but you also want them to be attainable because you want to be able to show success and to really be able to meet those goals in an attainable way. Um, and then you also want them to be time based. Now, with how fast we want to accelerate these companies and how fast we want to be able to scale, you want to have a really aggressive time frame. But still, once again, we want it to be realistic. Let's go back to the realistic. You want your goals to be realistic, but also aggressive. I'm really excited about projects that I get behind. So I'm always trying to go as fast as possible and be as aggressive as I can with growing that base to really be able to show investors or to show people that this is something, we're something to be reckoned with. You know, you really want that, what do they call it? Growth hacking type mentality when it comes to creating these goals. So secondly, and this is hard for a lot of people, is you have to, and this is why some tools come into handy. You could use SEO Moz, and there's a lot of great free tools out there as well on the internet that will allow you to grade your social. But really, you have to be really honest with yourself. That's why I say you might need to use a tool, because you may think your social media is awesome. But the thing is, you're not marketing to yourself. You're marketing to your consumers. So this is why you really have to take an honest look at your current social media presence. And, you know, here's a few tools that are going to help you audit that current strategy that you have going. So step one, because I'm try to be as organized as I can, and you guys definitely want to be organized, is you're going to create a spreadsheet. So this is going to be the hardest, is just the initial creation. But once you're creating this home base for all of your social media accounts, you're going to be more organized, and you're going to find yourself adding more columns and becoming more effective in achieving social media goals. You could even find yourself adding multiple accounts on platforms just to target yourself to different audiences. So to start, create a column for your social network, so Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, so you know what platform you're posting on. As we know, each tone is going to be different for the social media. So Facebook is going to have a different tone than Twitter, which is going to be more of the news type, quick updates, more laid back, where LinkedIn is going to be very professional. So social network is a very important distinction when you're creating your social media audit. So then obviously you want to follow with the URL, so you have quick access to the page. Make sure the link is always working, and you'll be able to view what's going on right there. And then the owner. Now, the owner may seem like it's just an extra step and that you don't need it, but it's very important to keep track of this as your business is growing. It's going to allow you who's going to own the password. You're going to know who owns the password, who has access to this site, and who's posting to it. So if you need to remove something quickly, or if you want them to add something, you're going to know who you have to get a hold of. And you have to know who's going to be engaging with your followers, because you don't want people to be trying to get a hold of you while Tommy's out of town, and you have to have, Carmen then take his place and be able to, engage with these consumers, because you don't want them to be left unengaged with. So as a small company, as I said, this may seem like an extra step, but it's going to be very important as you guys continue to grow. and you want to be able to support scalability as well. Um, so after you create this initial spreadsheet, you want to evaluate your social media profiles. This is very important of the audit because just like the social media marketing plan, you need to always evaluate your social media profiles. Now, during this evaluation process, create a mission statement for each profile. Make sure that each profile aligns with your business goals and objectives. Now, as well as you want to make sure that they are on point with the social media that you're posting to. So not only is it going to align with business goals and objectives, but you also want to maintain that same voice for the social network that you're using. And this is going to help you decide whether being present on that social network contributes to the overall strategy, whether you need to have more accounts, target different markets, and whether or not it's really worth it for your business to keep that profile. You may have an old profile that you haven't posted to in multiple months, doesn't have many followers. It's going to be advantageous for you to just remove that. You don't want to keep it if it's going to maybe attract a few viewers who are going to see that you're not active on it, and maybe that'll turn them off your business. So you really want to do a Google search, find all the social profiles that you have. Because I've done that where I've created a social media account, forgot the password, forget the email is not active anymore, and then I can't access it. And people are still following that Twitter maybe, or that account, and I'm not posting to it. And they're like, wow, Kyle's not posting to these accounts, or the business then is not posting to these accounts. So the next part in this audit is going to be to customize. You want to also check for the completion and consistency in details and imagery. So this way, after you found all your profiles, you're going to give them, just look at them once. You're going to make sure that the profiles are completely filled out. I just click on customize in the settings and make sure every box has something in it, so the profile is not incomplete. Social networks, they offer a lot of customization, so it is very easy to miss a spot. They're always adding new stuff, so make sure you're always checking to make sure everything's filled out. And your work's not going to be done here. You're going to make sure that the branding is consistent across all the social accounts. So you want to make sure that all the avatars are the same. Ask yourself if the backgrounds and other images follow the theme and branding. And also, sizes. You want to make sure that you're sizing your photos for the social network that you're posting to, so everything looks uniform and tight. You want to have a nice tight branding across all the accounts. And then next, you want to really check and secure your accounts. So you want to centralize the ownership of the passwords, maybe give them to one or two people, and then allow them to delegate administrative status to other members of the team. There's one easy site I like to use called LastPass, where it's going to share access to these profiles on a need-to-use basis. So just make sure you got all the passwords there, so you're not locked out of account and then have an extra social network again, and then we're back at square one. But anyway, grading your social media, remember, be honest, and this will really help you organize for the future social media growth. So as well as once you get everything uniform and checked out, all the administrative stuff done on your social accounts, you're going to have to develop a content strategy. Now, this is the third step in creating a social media strategy, and content is going to be very important. And every content plan really needs to include, just a few basic things. Think of them as a building block for your content marketing. Make sure you're following essentials in the marketing plan. You have to have a goal and a mission. What is your aim for developing a content marketing plan? Why do you want to produce this content and create this content marketing plan? By knowing your goals, it's going to be easier to allow you to determine what is best and determine what is working, and you're going to be able to, see if you're going to meet these smart goals that you have created for yourself. Now, if you recently started a business, avoid just producing content because you think you should. If you're just throwing stuff out there that doesn't relate to your business or doesn't really make sense or overuses hashtags, it's not going to be effective and you're wasting time. You want to have tactics that are working and they're going to be delivering results. And if you've been in business for a while, review your current efforts and build from those, and make sure that 2015 is a strong year for your content marketing plan. So as well as knowing goals, you have to know your target audience. You need to really clearly define the target audience of this content. Are you targeting males? Are you targeting females? Are you targeting millennials? Are you targeting older social media users? You want to know who you are creating this content for so it can be most effective in sharing. And when you're first starting out and you're new to marketing, this is really going to be the biggest step for you, because you're going to know your target audience and you're going to be able to create more valuable content as you continue to learn and grow in your social media content skills. And if you're an experienced marketer, your target may have changed. The people who are now following your account may be different than what they were 6 months ago. So do you want to target a new group of people, or do you just want to expand on what your current market is? By asking yourself these questions, you're going to continue to grow your audience. You want to continue to grow, and this step will be crucial for the experienced marketer. Now, content is a very important part of content strategy. Most people start out with blog posts, but you can also do other content pieces. Videos are very effective, especially for social sites. Videos are going to be very enticing to users, and it's going to encourage more shareability. But consider which ones you want to make. Vine is very good, and other things, but if you use them effectively, you have to really know the social network and know your target audience once again. So if you've been doing a weekly blog post for a year, and an ebook for all your blog posts then would be a good way to offer this information, maybe in a different format, a little more professional, and it just changes it up a little bit. So that'll be a good idea. And then also, then you want to manage the content. So you're going to have to, really look at the analytics of the content and be able to, and be open to change the content to really see what is going to be effective for your business. Step number 4 in your social media plan is to analyze. Analytics are crucial to your social media. Hootsuite offers wonderful analytics through their Alley click links, and that's what I use. But now the social network sites themselves are offering analytics for you to be able to really see your engagement. Facebook has awesome tools to be able to allow you to analyze what content is working and what content is not working. And don't undervalue reach. You want your posts to be reached by the most amount of people that they can. So that's where creating this shareability and encouraging shareability is going to allow Facebook to show it to more people organically and be able to increase your reach rate. Many businesses and entrepreneurs, you understand the importance of social media marketing, but you don't really know if the plan is working. A recent survey from Bazaar Voice is that only about half of the businesses using social media networks, like Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, the ones I was just talking about, have any idea as to a ROI on the time that they've spent. So this is why I think analytics is extremely important, and it's definitely undervalued by a lot of business owners, is by being able to track where the activities of these users, you're going to be able to see an increased return on your investment. So while they may have created a social media business plan, they never created an analytics plan to track performance. So you want to track performance to see if your plan's working and not just blindly post the same content. Because as I said, you're not marketing to yourself. You're going to be marketing to your consumers. So you have to really listen to them and see what's working. So you need to have a clear understanding of the overall vision of your business, what the goals of the social media and your business are, how they're aligned, and how you will track and measure the success of your social media marketing. So you must, create this plan. And you're going to choose key indicators that are going to translate into sales, revenue, new leads, and customers, opt-in rates, new users, the different interactions you have, conversions. I could go on with many examples, but you want to definitely look for more than just more friends or fans, followers, or viewers. You want them to have business context. So you want to be able to easily translate your social activity to your business and how it is helping your business. And you also want the analytic metrics to be similar to or related to the social network to which they're attached and specific to the website. So on Twitter, you may have created a post to send people to a landing page, whereas on Facebook, you're sending them to your blog. So you want to be able to analyze what your overall goal was and how that pertains to the social network as well. And make sure that how you're defining your analytics are actionable. You want actionable goals. And actionable metrics are very important. These types of social media analytics are going to be unique to your business. So a few examples of this would be the number of people in a specific location who are following your company on Twitter. So Vegas, I'm trying to find out who is in Vegas right now and who is using the Vegas Hookup and who's following the Vegas Hookup. And if they're not following the Vegas Hookup, how can I attract them to take a look at us and possibly join our site? So yeah. And the final step is, as in anything in marketing, you have to be able to adjust quickly to be effective. So once you're looking at all these results, you've tried your plan, you've made the goals for the next 6 months, and you know what you need to do. When those 6 months are up, you're gonna have to look at your plan honestly again, and you're going to have to adjust and go through all these steps again. You need to be able to adjust really as needed and quickly, and to be able to be effective with it. And you're going to need quantitative and qualitative measurement put into this social media strategy. So it's just really important to remember not to get locked into one strategy and to be able to be creative. So I hope that this has helped everyone. Are there any questions? Carmen, are you still out there? All right. Well, yeah, you guys obviously are welcome to, email me questions after the event. I'm very available. I list my email there. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. You could check me out on my website, KyleWhiteOhio.com. That's going to have links to all of my different sites and all my different social networks. And, you can look at some of my ideas, look at what I do, and the content that I post. Also, check out the Vegas Hookup. Check out Hemply.me, another company I work for. And yeah, feel free to reach out to me whenever you guys would like. So once again, thanks for viewing my webinar, Dr. Painter. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll check in with you guys soon.